Hello Internet, it's Blacklight Attack, and I just got off work, decided to finally go ahead and do something, a little project of mine that I've been meaning to do for a while, and I thought it would be something fun to record and have you guys along for the trip. So here's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be customizing my Mad Catz Xbox 360 arcade stick. And this is the standard edition. When they release these, they release two editions, this many. There was the standard edition, which was about $70, and then there was the tournament edition that was $130. Now the main difference between the two was that the 130 set, or actually I think it was 150. The $150 package came with Sanwa parts. Sanwa parts are the parts that they use in Japanese arcades. They're very durable as such. And they're very valuable. The whole set of them, 8 buttons and a stick, is about $50. So this is the standard edition stick. This is the cheaper one. And the problem with this one is that these parts are all Mad Catz in-house parts, which if you've ever owned a Mad Catz product, you'll know are complete shit. And this is the third stick I've been on. I've returned this thing twice. And this is the first one that's lasted out of warranty. And now my Y button works about 50% of the time, and my left bumper button never works. So those, now that it's starting to get shitty, I decided I'm finally going to go ahead and modify it using Sanwa parts that I ordered on the internet. I ordered these off of Lizardlick. I think it's just lizardlick.com. They sell arcade parts and stuff like that. I'll leave a link to that website in case anybody's interested in doing this. But this is a pretty simple mod. Replacing these parts with these parts is not as horrible as it sounds. There's no like soldering or anything involved. Everything is done with easy connections. Just plug it in and unplug it and plug it back in. But now we also have this artwork that I'm kind of sick of looking at. It's kind of a nice artwork, but I don't really even play Street Fighter 4, and it's a lot of white. I don't really like white on my controllers. It just doesn't do it for me. And as cool as the artwork is and as well done as it is, they kind of got this ink splotch effect going on, and it just looks like somebody shit all over it. So I decided to also get some custom artwork printed up for it. And so let's take a look at what came in here. Got Deadpool, my favorite superhero. And this is in anticipation for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is, like, of this recording, it's like 2 weeks away. Not even. So we've got hash marks for where each of the buttons should be. Now this is kind of a goof up. I should have left those off because they're going to show up on the artwork anyway because they printed it too big. So it was partially my fault, partially their fault, but it's not that big a deal because they're kind of unnoticeable, and it kind of fits with like the whole like target practice thing going on in the background there, and you kind of get the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 side coming in. That might be cropped off to like barely anything, but I've got a hobby knife ready to crop that. But first things first, let's get the faceplate off, and I'll set the camera up over here. So on the bottom here, we just got 6 screws, 1 in each of the rubber nubs for grip, and then 2 here, and you just got to undo them pretty quick. Okay, so we've got the wires all disconnected, and we're just gonna start popping out these buttons, which are pretty much worth nothing, especially the one that I broke when I was pulling out the connections. Okay, so next step is I'm going to take off the joystick, and this is another shitty piece that they use. Okay, so that's unscrewed, and you see it's now loose, ready to come off. And this connection is hot glued, so the video I was watching is telling me that you kind of need to work it in order to get it off. Work it, girl. Work it, work it. I should let you guys know, I probably should have let you know earlier that this is not a tutorial video of any kind. This is just me fucking around with this thing. And I don't claim to know what I'm doing because I've never done anything like this before. But things seem to be going rather swimmingly. Not really. I'm going to have to take this joystick off first, I think. And I'm going to need a flathead screwdriver for that. But you just stick that in there to hold it in place, and then apply some pressure and give it a twist up top. Gonna torque the stick to the left and the screw to the right, and it should pop right off. And it's just a matter of unscrewing it. So that should come right up for you. And now that that's loose, you can kind of be free to work off this connection a little bit better. Simple application of pliers and it came right off, and we're left with that. So now we go about getting the faceplate off. Okay, so now that we've got these crappy components out of the way, safely out of the way, I'm just throwing all these in the trash. We need to peel away the original artwork in order to expose the screws that'll let me take off the faceplate. So let's see. How do I do that, you ask? That's a good question, because I don't know. Okay, so I've got parts of it off. I managed to rip off this corner and this side, but that's really all I needed, because I need to get to these screws underneath. And now that those are exposed, I'm going to go ahead and just take off the entire faceplate, and then I can worry about getting the rest of the artwork off after that. I don't want, I'm not just going to leave the artwork on there and put my artwork over it, because that would probably look crappy, especially now that it's all uneven. And voila, we have the faceplate isolated. And I think what I'm going to do is take a wet rag to this so that it loosens up the adhesive now that there's no more electronics attached to it and there's no chance of it being damaged like that. And then I'll dry it and apply the Lamy label. Okay, so while I was removing the artwork skin, it didn't exactly come off clean, so I had to go up and use some industrial strength shit to get it off, some like super professional shit remover, and I probably just killed like a whole bunch of brain cells and I'm probably high right now. But while I was doing that, Vin stopped by, so say hello, Vin. And that's the cleaned off faceplate. That's where the artwork is gonna go. So I think we're gonna do that first. So let's get started on that. So as we can see, it's all way too big, but we're gonna kind of play it by ear. The hash marks are still gonna be on there, but I don't really care anymore. Just gonna go ahead and peel this off here.
You don't want to do that.
What?
You should mark it first.
On the back?
On the back, cut it, and then peel it.
That's okay, that's a good idea.
I sit at home alone and do arts and crafts. That's what I do when we don't hang out.
Arts and crafts.
I just cry. I actually make paper cutouts of you.
So, that's cut out. And then, I'm gonna line it up here again. Even if it's a little crooked, it'll be okay.
Right.
And now we crop it. X-Acto knives, people.
Oh, you should be a surgeon.
I am a surgeon. I perform surgeries with my X-Acto knife at a discount in my basement.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly abortions, because they're the most fun. But, you know, I'll dabble in brain surgery and whatnot.
They all just require the same motion. Stab. Yeah, you know what you should do instead of this? Just buy a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade cabinet.
That would be awesome. If I could afford that, I would have already done that 15 years ago.
So what else are you doing tonight? Just this shit, or?
Probably playing Assassin's Creed with Boogie and Noblin and maybe Rajik.
Word. Would you want to chill for a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, what do you got to work on with the tripod?
Well, I gotta take a picture of my junk and send it to my teacher, because he's like, yo, you ain't gonna pass this class unless you take
Everybody send me your junk.
No, I gotta do a thing called a camera match. It's where we take a picture of a scenery.
Uh-huh.
And like we have to measure out like certain points in the scenery and shit like that.
Okay.
And then we match a 3D image that we modeled exactly into the picture.
Right.
And we make it look like it actually belongs there and is like perp to dirt.
Just model your dick into the picture.
I'm trying to get all internet famous by just taking pictures of my dick.
All those trees, now dicks. So here's what we're looking at after the artwork's applied. Looks pretty good, nice and red and gray, and all different kinds of shit. It kind of got like the 3 peeking in here. That it kind of just looks like a
tits.
Like it kind of looks like yellow tits. I've poked out holes for the screws, and you can, I don't know if you can see that close, but these holes are kind of crude and not very precise, but that's fine because the buttons are still going to go through them. All right, now's the good stuff, internet. Bring up the good stuff. Here are the ensemble parts all together. 8 buttons and a joystick is about $50. Not cheap, but if you bought the standard edition stick and replaced just the parts, you would make out with a much cheaper stick altogether. You save maybe like $30 to $50 depending on where you buy the original arcade stick. I think that $50 is a pretty uniform price for these parts, for these ensemble parts. I think they used to be cheaper, but right now, because pretty much all the tutorials I've watched on people doing this, they've always quoted much cheaper prices, like $30 to $40 for the whole set. But 50, and they were all talking about the same website, so I assume that as popularity gained with like the rejuvenation of the fighting genre, the prices have probably gone up. All right, so I got the buttons here. They're Deadpool colors, black and red. So they're gonna start going in. They go into front, and they really just snap in. It's actually pretty simple. All right, so that's the first one in. You're just gonna do that for all 8. All right, so now all the easy connections are back in. It's not as pretty as when I first went in, but everything is connected. And now we're gonna put in the joystick. It's the nice Sanwa arcade stick. Not yet.
Don't forget it.
I need to start heating up the hot glue gun actually.
What?
I need to hot glue the joystick connection because apparently it goes in really loose, like my butthole. Got that on camera. Got that recorded. That's going in there.
Talking about dicks.
So everything is ready to go. Back is on, and the result is a stick that feels quite nice and looks quite nice in my opinion. And the last and final test here is to see if it works. All right, moment of truth. Joystick works fine. Low punch, high punch, assist 1, low kick, high kick, assist 2, no? Oh, assist 2 is I have it bound weird in the
your
options.
bindings are weird whenever I play with your joystick. It's retarded.
Okay.
You have right bumper and right trigger as your assist?
Yeah, because that's these 2. So assist 1 and assist 2. That's not the Doom assist I usually use. You want to use the anti-air assist with Doom. It's the rocks and shit. I'm trying to play on the camera right now, so works fine. Yay! So there you have it. Everything works fine. It's a nice looking stick. Nice looking stick at a discounted price. So hope you guys enjoyed my my arcade stick customization video. This has been Blacklight Attack. Take it easy.